So today's topic will be all about how can we learn English, specifically vocabularies, in order to improve our communication skills. So this is the question of so many English learners who are unable to learn vocabularies. And the prime reason for that they are unable to learn English and unable to learn vocabulary is that they are more focused on learning only vocabulary. They are not interested to read and understand things. So for that, in order to improve our vocabulary part, we need to know that what is the relevance of vocabulary part. So vocabulary part, well, you might think that vocabulary means we have to search some vocabularies from somewhere, then we have to make notes of them, then there will be no requirement after that to revise them or to again re-revise them. Means we can learn automatically, but it does not work like that if we really want to improve our vocabulary part, because it is not possible that all the time when we are speaking about topics, so we automatically get immediately the desired vocabulary. Sometimes we have to use simple vocabulary, sometimes we have to use complex vocabulary, whatever is coming, which it should be related to the feeling which you want to express, you want to convey. So here in today's video we will discuss what is the correct way of learning vocabularies, how I improved my vocabularies. So this is what I am going to share. So when I started learning English 2 years before, I started learning vocabularies not through any kind of videos or not through any kind of PDF that I got 5,000 vocabularies from a certain website and I started day and night I have given. No, not like that. I have just learned vocabulary slowly, steadily. I watched videos whenever I didn't find meaning, like I do not know the meaning, so I searched, I wrote them down. I also use certain flashcard application. I have uploaded those videos in 2-3 days before. You can watch them. You can also get to know about certain applications which can be helpful for you. So that's how I learned. So it is not like that we have to pick up one dictionary and we have to revise whole dictionary within some days. That's how we learn. No. Suppose you have learned some vocabularies but you will not be able to use them in your active communication. It means you can use them in passive communication, means you can understand them when people speak in front of you using those vocabularies. But when it comes to speak using those vocabularies, it will be impossible, right? So here, if you really wanna include those vocabularies in your active part, first of all, you have to understand what vocabularies on the daily basis do we use. Once we get to know like these kind of vocabularies can be important, then you can learn them. Suppose you are learning very professional vocabularies from starting, you are watching news channels. No, not like that. If the vocabulary part which is relevant for you, so you can learn that particular part. There is no requirement to be like a news reporter. You can watch news, it can be helpful, it can be great way to improve your confidence, to improve your communication skills. You can become good at presentation, because all the time we do not have to do communication. Sometimes we have to give presentations in front of class, in front of college. There are many events in which we have to be confident, not only in English but whatever the language you speak. So here my humble request is to you that whenever you learn vocabularies, to try to give your more focus towards learning, not like you are just mugging up and after that you forget. And keep revising them. When you are in touch with those vocabularies daily, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you revise whatever the vocabularies you have learned, you have written, whatever whatever the efforts it takes. If you wanna learn 2-3 vocabularies, suppose you are watching 2-3 videos and you found 20 to 30 vocabularies, so it is impossible to learn them. You cannot even write them. So you can understand. First of all you can search what are the meanings of these vocabularies. Then you have to determine which vocabularies can be helpful for me and my communication. So you can write them down, whatever the vocabularies you find. So suppose there are 20 vocabularies, 30 vocabularies, but you have to learn only 5 to 6 or maximum 8 to 10 vocabularies per day. Five vocabularies. It depends on you. 2 vocabularies also. But try to engage yourself towards learning. Learn 1 vocabulary, 2 vocabulary, 5 vocabulary, but make sure that you are able to use them. You use them so that it could come from passive to active communication. Right? Because once we use the vocabulary, then there will be no effort, to remember that, to again revise that. But when you don't use that, when you are just using them, when you are using them just in order to understand people, you are just using them when you are writing things. So We can make things professional by writing, but when it comes to speaking, when you are not prepared for speaking anything, but still you are speaking like a pro. So that fluency can only be gained when you learn vocabulary slowly and steadily. English is not a language which could be learned within 15-30 days. Many institutes say and claim that they can teach you English within 1 month, and they give some demo videos of some people like they are speaking like native speakers, native accent. Very difficult. 1 month means, suppose if they have learned within 1 month, so I hope that they have already background of learning English. So suppose they already had exposure of learning English. Since childhood they had English medium. They were surrounded by English medium course. Suppose they were not talking to each other in English, because most of the English medium schools are like, they are English medium but they don't communicate in English. They communicate in Hindi only. But they are having access to reading part because they have course in English. So that might be the plus factor which can be helpful for them, that they learn English within 1, 2, 3 or 6 months. Otherwise it takes 2, 3, 4, 5, even 10 years also. This is the process which is unlimited. It is the unstoppable process. English is something where you will have to learn new vocabularies, and new vocabularies are being invented by Gen Z generation. Gen Z generation is the generation which is between 18 to 26, I guess. So that generation is making very very weird kind of vocabularies, and they are using them formally. So this is really spectacular to see. So I hope you understood like how should we learn vocabulary. This is not the correct way of learning vocabularies and just mugging them up. No, we have to learn them by when we are finding any sentence, we are unable to understand that sentence, and pick that vocabulary, search in ChatGPT, and after that you can write the word meaning in your Anki Android, or you can write in your notebook as per your relevance. That's all about this video. This video just wanted to in through this video I just wanted to tell you that you can also improve your fluency by using certain applications, by what is the correct method of learning vocabularies. I have not improved my vocabularies by dictionary. I have improved slowly, gradually, and that is the only process of becoming good at something. When you give extra burden to yourself, it means it is going to take a lot time. This is all about this video. Thank you very much. I hope you understand and you will also implement some of the life hacks in your life, and you will also improve yourself and unleash your full potential to learn English. Bye bye.